Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just another article on a couple MJ articles here. I've been doing a couple of these here lately. They're all kind of interesting. This one's going over MJ ETFs have made a double-digit comeback in recent weeks and what managers are saying. And as you can see, this just came out today. Catalysts for MJ stocks are adding up according to several exchange-traded funds or ETFs. And I've talked about a lot of these already here on the channel, most of them, and I own most of them as well. But missed buying the dip on some of these. But MJ ETFs have bounced in recent weeks with most of the major funds making double-digit comebacks. The advisor share funds, MSOS, is up 22%. MJ is up nearly 14%. Advisor shares yellow is up 16.5%. The Global X ETF Pot X is up more than 21%. Amplify Seymour CNBS is up 20%, and the MJ ETF THCX is up 14%. Canadian producer Canopy Growth's earnings report boosted the whole group on Wednesday, which I just did a video on Canopy Growth, so that's got to say a lot for Canopy Growth to boost every ETF. With even U.S.-based MJ ETFs that don't hold the stock rising sharply on the heels of the results. Smart money is more focused on the U.S. MJ stocks. Advisor shares, Dan Aarons told CNBC, I said BS, ETF Ridge is email on Wednesday. As managing director, the chief operating officer of Advisor Share, Aarons runs MSOS, the largest MJ ETF on the market with over $1 billion in assets under management, according to ETF database. More buzz in Washington has also helped MJ investors. Aaron said he pointed to the reintroduction and passing of the Secure and Fair Enforcement Banking Act, or SAFE, in the House of Representatives last week in discussion around the MJ-related bills. So like I've said in my past MJ videos, I think 2022 is going to hold a lot for MJ as a whole. There's elections, voting, and whatever going on this November, and I think there's going to be a lot hopefully passed at that time. We'll just have to wait and see. Now part of America Completes Act, the Safe Banking Act would give MJ companies access to financial institutions and capital markets. Senate is set to vote on the American Competes Act in the coming weeks. We hear there is a lot of good headway on discussions behind the scenes involving social reform, social equity, and past convictions. Almost exactly a year ago, the blow off top in MJ stocks as some support finally seems to be emerging for these names in the portfolio manager on CNBS. Not only is there a better price action globally with risk-on appetites re-emerging and the technicals are getting supportive, Seymour told CNBC ETF Edge in an email. Canopy's report may have been triggered by the short covering, who is also a CNBC contributor and founder and chief investment officer of Seymour Asset Management. Add to some of the recent merger and acquisition activity, and there's a lot of investors to like in this space, that the SAFE Act is not, but when Seymour wrote. U.S. multi-state operator Verano announced it would require growth for $413 million in February 1st. And the Safe Banking Act, sixth attempt at passage, offers MJ investors a glimmer of hope after a disappointing 2021 THCX. Managing Director Matt said in an email, ETF Edge. So a lot of talk about some of these ETFs, and if you like MJ and like getting a small dividend, I would suggest taking a look at some of these. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion, and I'll go ahead and link those in the description. I've talked about all of these. I have some MSOS. MJ is probably my biggest holding. I have some YOLO, PODX, CNBS, and THCX. So they're all slightly different. A lot of the same holdings, and a lot of them, if you were to set them side by side, but some of them have some MJ stocks that others don't have. Some of them do include IIPR, VFF, Village Family Farms, and some other ones, Scott's Miracle Grow, SMG. I've talked about all of those. Anything related to MJ, picks and shovels, and so on. So, but this was the ETF, kind of interesting, but they're all up in double digits, so we'll see what that says for MJ going forward in 2022. But if you have any of these, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.